I saw my best friend supposedly dying, mother doing tequila shots on a yacht in Marina del Rey. She was wearing a bikini. She was dancing to Bad Bunny. She looked healthier than I did. And that's when I realized I'd just given $65,000 to the world's most elaborate lie. Let me back up. My name's Tyler. I'm 31. I'm a software engineer at a fintech startup that somehow hasn't collapsed yet despite our CEO's obsession with cryptocurrency nobody asked for. I make good money. Not yacht money, but comfortable money. I've got a decent apartment in Culver City. I drive a paid-off Honda. I have a retirement account. I'm adulting responsibly. My best friend's name is Brad. We've been friends since sophomore year of college, 12 years. We pledged the same fraternity. We studied abroad in Barcelona together. We were groomsmen in each other's theoretical future weddings. We had that ride-or-die friendship you see in movies. When my dad died junior year, Brad drove 8 hours to be at the funeral. When Brad's girlfriend cheated on him senior year, I let him live on my couch for 3 months rent-free. We were brothers, not by blood, by choice. Brad was always a little flashy. He worked in sales for a medical device company, made decent commission, always had the newest iPhone, always wore expensive watches, always talked about his next big move, his next investment, his next opportunity. I didn't judge. Different people have different priorities. I save money, he spends money. That's fine. Last April, Brad called me. It was a Thursday night. I was on my couch eating leftover pad thai watching some true crime documentary. My phone rang. Brad's name, I answered. Tyler. Hey man. His voice sounded wrong. Tight, strained. What's up? I need to talk to you about something. Can I come over? Yeah. Of course. You okay? Not really. He showed up 20 minutes later. He looked like hell, eyes red. He was wearing sweatpants, which was weird because Brad never wore sweatpants in public. He had standards. We sat on my couch. I muted the TV. Waited. It's my mom, he said. Brad's mom, Carol, was 58. Sweet lady. Used to send me birthday cards. Made incredible chocolate chip cookies. She'd been divorced from Brad's dad for 15 years. Lived in Phoenix, played pickleball. Volunteered at an animal shelter. Normal suburban mom stuff. What about her? I asked. She's sick? Really sick. Stage 4 pancreatic cancer. They found it 3 weeks ago. The room went cold. Pancreatic cancer. That's the bad one. That's the Steve Jobs one. That's the you have months not years one. Oh my God. Brad, I'm so sorry. He nodded, wiped his eyes. The doctors say there's a treatment. Clinical trial. It's experimental, but it's showing promising results. 40% remission rate. That's good. That's hopeful. Yeah, except insurance won't cover it. It's experimental. They're saying it's not medically necessary. The trial costs $65,000. Out of pocket $65,000. I don't have it, Brad said. I've got maybe $12,000 in savings. I've been trying to get loans, but my credit's maxed from the condo. My dad won't help. He's still bitter about the divorce. My sister's broke. I've called everyone. I'm out of options. He looked at me. Really looked at me. And I knew what he was about to ask before he asked it. Tyler, I know this is insane. I know we've never done anything like this. But you're the only person I know who might have this kind of money. And I'm begging you. I'm literally begging you. Lend me $65,000. I'll pay you back. With interest. I'll sign anything. I just need to get my mom into this trial. I sat there, staring at my best friend of 12 years, watching him fall apart. Thinking about Carol, who used to let us raid her fridge after basketball games. Who came to my college graduation because my mom couldn't afford the flight. When do you need it? I asked. The trial starts in 2 weeks. I need to pay up front. I had $73,000 in my savings account. I'd been saving for a down payment on a house. 5 years of aggressive saving. Living below my means, skipping vacations, driving the Honda into the ground. Okay, I said. Okay, I'll lend you the money. Brad started crying, actually crying, grabbed me, hugged me, kept saying thank you over and over. Told me I was saving his mom's life. Told me he'd never forget this. Told me I was his brother. We went to the bank the next day, Friday. I withdrew $65,000. Had it transferred to Brad's account. We signed a promissory note, handwritten, basic. He promised to pay me back within 2 years with 5% interest. We both signed it, dated it. I took a photo of it. Thank you, he said. Standing in the bank parking lot. Seriously, you're saving her life. Just get her healthy, I said. He drove away. I sat in my car looking at my bank account. $8,000 left. 5 years of saving gone in one transaction. But it was worth it. It was Carol. It was Brad. It was the right thing to do. That was April 19th. For the next month, Brad sent me updates, text messages mostly. Mom started the trial. She's tired but hopeful. Week 2 of treatment. Doctors are optimistic. Mom's responding well. Thank you again for making this possible. I felt good. I felt like I'd done something meaningful, something that mattered. I'd literally helped save someone's life. The money would come back eventually, you can't put a price on that. Then the text slowed down. By June, I was getting updates maybe once every 2 weeks. Mom's hanging in there. Treatment is tough, but she's fighting. Generic stuff. I figured he was busy, stressed, dealing with a sick parent. I didn't push. July 4th weekend. My coworker Marina invited me to a boat party in Marina del Rey. Her boyfriend's friend had a yacht. Day drinking, swimming, barbecue. I almost didn't go. I'm not a boat person. But I'd been working 80-hour weeks and Marina said I looked like I needed sunlight and human interaction. So I went. The yacht was absurd. 40-footer, 2 levels, full bar, 4 bedrooms. This thing cost more than my life. There were about 30 people. Music was loud. Drinks were flowing. I was nursing a beer talking to some guy about crypto when I saw her. Carol, Brad's mom, she was on the upper deck, wearing a bright pink bikini, holding a margarita, laughing with a group of women. Her hair was done, makeup on. She looked healthy. She looked better than healthy. She looked like she'd just come back from a spa vacation. I stood there, brain completely offline, staring. This woman was supposed to be in a clinical trial for stage 4 pancreatic cancer. She was supposed to be fighting for her life. She was supposed to be getting experimental treatment that cost $65,000. She was doing the Macarena. I watched her for 5 minutes. She never looked sick, never looked tired. She danced, she laughed. She took a shot of tequila and whooped. Other people joined her. They were all having the time of their lives. Then I saw him, Brad. He came up from the lower deck holding a bottle of champagne, wearing board shorts and a linen shirt, sunglasses. He looked relaxed, happy. He walked over to Carol, kissed her on the cheek, poured her more champagne. They laughed about something. My brain tried to make it make sense. Maybe the treatment worked. Maybe she was in remission. Maybe this was a celebration. Maybe there was a logical explanation. Then Brad's phone rang. He answered it. Walked to the side of the yacht. I was close enough to hear some of it. Yeah, man, the yacht's insane. Yeah, I know, best investment ever. Splits cost with 4 other guys. No, dude, totally worth it. He owned part of the yacht. He bought into a yacht with my $65,000. I stood there holding my beer, watching my best friend of 12 years celebrate his yacht purchase with his completely healthy mother, and I felt something in my chest just shatter. I left, didn't say anything, just walked off the boat. Got in my car, drove home, sat on my couch, pulled out my phone, looked at the promissory note photo, looked at the text messages about his dying mother, looked at my bank account with $8,000 in it. By my best friend. For a yacht. I didn't sleep that night. I just sat there cycling through 12 years of friendship, trying to figure out which parts were real and which parts were performance. Did he ever actually care about me? Or was I always just the responsible friend with savings he could eventually exploit? At 6 a.m. I texted him. Saw your mom at the yacht party yesterday. She looks great. How's the cancer treatment going? 3 dots appeared, disappeared, appeared, disappeared. 20 minutes later he called. Tyler, hey, I can explain. Explain what? That your mom doesn't have cancer or that you bought a yacht with my money? Silence. It's not like that, he said. Then what's it like, Brad? Okay, look, my mom doesn't have cancer. She never did, but I really needed the money. This yacht opportunity came up and it's a genuine investment. We're gonna charter it out. Make passive income. I was going to pay you back with the profits. You lied about your mom dying. I know it sounds bad. But Tyler, you have to understand, this yacht is going to make us money, real money. I was going to cut you in. I was going to surprise you. Cut me in on the investment you made with money you stole from me by faking your mom's cancer. I didn't steal it. I borrowed it, and I'm going to pay you back. I have a whole plan. When? When are you going to pay me back? The note says 2 years with interest. When does that start? I mean, once the yacht starts generating income. Probably like 6 months, maybe a year. That's not what we agreed to. Tyler, come on, don't be like this. We're brothers. We can work this out. Brothers don't lie about dying parents to steal life savings. I didn't steal. I hung up, blocked his number. Sat there shaking. Marina texted me an hour later. Hey, saw you left the party early, you okay? That guy on the yacht, the one who owns part of it, Brad. How do you know him? Oh, he's my boyfriend's college friend. They went to ESC together. Brad's always talking about his yacht investment. Why? Just curious. He mentioned how he paid for it. I think he said something about a business loan. Or maybe family money. I don't remember. Why? Do you know him? I used to. I spent the next week doing research. I'm a software engineer. I know how to find information. I found the Yacht's LLC registration. It was owned by 5 people. Brad was listed. I found the purchase documents. Public rec. The yacht cost $320,000. Split 5 ways. $64,000 per person. $64,000. Almost exactly what he borrowed from me. I found the charter website. They were renting the yacht for parties and events. $4,000 a day. Looking at the booking calendar, they'd rented it out maybe 6 times in 3 months. $24,000 in revenue, split 5 ways, minus operating costs, minus marina fees, minus maintenance. Brad was probably clearing a few $100s a month. At that rate, it would take him 30 years to pay me back. I contacted a lawyer, showed him the promissory note, explained the situation. You have a signed agreement, he said. We can sue for repayment. You'll probably win. Question is whether he has assets to collect. He owns 1/5 of a yacht. We can put a lien on his ownership stake, force a sale. But that'll take time and legal fees. Might cost you $15,000 in lawyer fees to recover $65,000. Maybe more if he fights it. What if I just destroy his life instead? The lawyer looked at me. I didn't hear that. But hypothetically, if you were to pursue non-legal remedies, I'd advise you to stay within the law. I went home, made a plan. Not revenge, justice. There's a difference. Step 1. I unblocked Brad. Texted him. Thought about it. You're right. We can work this out. Let's meet for coffee. He responded immediately. Yes, thank you. Tomorrow, we met at a Starbucks. He showed up with a folder, printed documents, a whole presentation. Okay, so I've done projections, he said. Based on current booking rates, the yacht should generate enough income for me to start paying you back in 8 months. I'm thinking $500 a month to start, then increasing as bookings increase. $500 a month to start, it'll increase. Brad, at $500 a month, it'll take me 11 years to get my money back, without interest. I know it's not ideal. You lied about your mom dying. I know, and I'm sorry. I really am. But can we move past that and focus on solutions? I looked at him. This person I'd known for 12 years. This person I'd trusted with everything, and I realized I didn't know him at all. Sure, I said. Let's focus on solutions. I want to see the yacht. What? I want to see what my $65,000 bought. Show me the yacht. He hesitated. Then nodded. Okay, yeah. You should see it. It's actually really nice. We drove the Marina del Rey, walked down the dock. There it was, 40 feet of fiberglass and bullshit. It was nice. I'll give him that. Clean. Well maintained. Definitely looked expensive. Want to go inside? He asked. Yeah. We boarded. He gave me a tour. Master cabin, guest cabins, full kitchen, bar, sound system. He was proud, actually proud, like he'd earned this. So what do you think? He asked. I think it's a really nice yacht that you bought with money you stole by faking your mom's cancer. His face fell. Tyler, I'm not here to work things out, Brad. I'm here to tell you exactly what's going to happen. You're going to sell your stake in this yacht. You're going to pay me back every cent, with interest, within 90 days, or I'm suing you. And I'm telling everyone we know exactly how you paid for this. You can't make me sell. No. But I can make your life miserable until you do. I can tell your other yacht partners how you got the money. I can tell your employer. I can tell your mom. I can tell every single mutual friend we have. I can post about it on social media. I can make sure everyone in your life knows you're the guy who faked his mom's cancer for a yacht. That's blackmail? No, that's consequences. You have 90 days. I walked off the yacht, drove home, waited. Brad didn't sell, didn't pay me back, didn't respond to my texts, so I did exactly what I promised. I started with our mutual friends, group text, 30 people. Everyone from college, everyone from the fraternity. Hey guys, wanted to share something. Brad borrowed $65,000 from me in April, claiming his mom had stage 4 cancer and needed experimental treatment. His mom is fine. He bought a yacht. Here's the promissory note. Here's a photo of his healthy mom on the yacht. Here's the LLC registration. Just thought you should know who you're friends with. I attached everything. Photos, documents, receipts, hit send. My phone exploded. Texts, calls. People were shocked, angry, disgusted. Brad's phone was probably doing the same. Within 2 hours, 3 people had removed him from their wedding parties. 5 people blocked him. Our college fraternity's group chat kicked him out. Then I called his mom, Carol answered. Hi, Carol. It's Tyler, Brad's friend. Oh, Tyler, how are you, sweetie? I'm okay. Hey, did Brad tell you he told me you had stage 4 pancreatic cancer? Silence. He told you what, in April? He said you had cancer. Needed experimental treatment. Asked me to lend him $65,000 for it. I did. Then I saw you on his yacht looking very healthy. Tyler! I don't have cancer. I've never had cancer. And Brad has a yacht? He owns 1/5 of one, bought with my money. I'm pretty sure he hasn't told you. More silence then. Give me 5 minutes, I'm calling him right now. I don't know exactly what Carol said to Brad, but I know she's a Catholic mother with strong opinions about lying and stealing. I imagine it wasn't pleasant. Then I contacted Brad's employer. Medical device sales company. I didn't say much. Just asked if they had ethics policies about employees defrauding friends and family. Sent them the documentation. Let them draw their own conclusions. Brad called me 3 days later. You're destroying my life. I'm sharing facts. You're destroying your own life. My mom won't talk to me. My friends won't talk to me. HR just put me on administrative leave pending an ethics investigation. You're ruining everything. Sell the yacht. Pay me back. I can't just sell. The other owners have to agree. Then convince them. They're not going to sell? This is a good investment. Not my problem. You have 84 days left. He hung up. 2 weeks later, I got a call from an unknown number. I answered. Is this Tyler male voice? Older. Yeah, who's this? My name's Richard. I'm one of the other yacht owners. Brad's partner. We need to talk. We met at the same Starbucks. Richard was mid-40s. Wore a suit. Looked like money. Brad told us how he got his investment capital. Richard said. The cancer lie, the fraud, we're not okay with it. We have families, reputations, we can't be associated with that. So what are you saying? We're buying him out. We'll give him $40,000 for his stake. That's fair market value minus a penalty for bringing this drama into our investment. We close next week. He owes me $65,000 plus interest. I know, that's his problem. But at least this gets you closer. They bought Brad out. He got $40,000, sent me the full amount immediately, texted me. There, $40,000. I'll get you the rest. You have 60 days, $25,000 plus interest. Or I keep going. I don't have it. He didn't get it. 60 days passed. I filed a lawsuit. Small claims court maxes out at $10,000 in California, but I filed in regular civil court. My lawyer sent the papers. Brad didn't respond. We got a default judgment. $65,000 plus interest plus legal fees. Total, $73,000. We put a lien on everything. His car, his condo, his bank accounts. Started garnishing his wages. 25% of every paycheck. Brad moved back in with his mom, sold his car. Started driving a 15-year-old Corolla. Deleted all his social media. Became a ghost. I started getting my money back. Slowly. $300 a month from wage garnishment. At that rate, it would take years to recover everything, but I had time. And I had the satisfaction of knowing that every dollar he earned, a quarter of it was mine. 6 months after the lawsuit, Carol called me. Tyler, it's Carol. Can we talk? We met for coffee. She looked tired. I'm sorry, she said, for what Brad did. I raised him better than that. I don't know what happened. It's not your fault. I'm selling my house. Downsizing my house. I'm going to have about $30,000 in equity after I pay off the mortgage. I want to give it to you, to cover what Brad owes. Carol, no. That's your retirement. Brad stole from you using my name, using my cancer that I didn't have. That's on me too. Let me make it right. You didn't do anything wrong. Let me do this, please. She sold her house, moved into a small condo, sent me $30,000. With that plus the garnishment, I was almost made whole. Brad sent me one final text. Hope you're happy. My mom had to sell her house because of you. Your mom sold her house because of you. I just stopped letting you get away with it. He blocked me. I never heard from him again. It's been 2 years now. I recovered $68,000 total. I'm still owed about $5,000 plus ongoing interest. The garnishment continues. I'll get it eventually. I rebuilt my savings, back up to $55,000 now. Still planning to buy a house, just taking longer. I don't have a best friend anymore. That slot's empty. I've got friends. Good friends, but nobody I'd call at 3 a.m. Nobody I'd trust with my life. And honestly, I'm okay with that. I'd rather be alone than be someone's ATM. I saw Brad once, 6 months ago, grocery store. He was in the produce section, looked rough. Thinner, older, we made eye contact. He looked away, grabbed his bag of apples, left. I didn't feel good about it, didn't feel bad, felt nothing. People ask me if I regret lending him the money, if I'd do it differently. Honestly, yeah, I'd never lend money to friends. Ever, for any reason. Doesn't matter how close you are. Doesn't matter how good the story is. Money changes everything. But I don't regret pursuing him. I don't regret the lawsuit. I don't regret telling everyone what he did, because here's what I learned. Loyalty isn't about protecting people from consequences. Loyalty is earned, and Brad lost mine the second he looked me in the eye and lied about his dying mother. Some people think I went too far, that I destroyed a friendship over money, but they're wrong. The friendship was already destroyed. I just stopped pretending it existed. This is a Pulse Stories original. If you've ever loaned money to a friend and regretted it, drop a comment. If you've ever been betrayed by someone you trusted completely, you know exactly how this feels. And if someone's currently asking you to borrow money for an emergency, ask for proof. Always ask for proof. Subscribe for more stories of people who stopped being doormats and started demanding accountability. Because sometimes the most expensive thing you can buy isn't a yacht. It's the truth about who your friends really are. Brad bought a yacht with my money. I bought clarity. And honestly, I got the better deal. He's still making payments, still losing 25% of every check, still living with the consequences. And me, I'm free, free from fake friendships, free from people who see me as a resource instead of a person, free from the burden of trusting people who don't deserve it. Carol and I still talk. She sends me Christmas cards. She's doing okay in her condo. She's got a boyfriend. She volunteers more. She's happy. Brad's not in her life much anymore. She told me he comes around on holidays, but it's strained, broken. Some things can't be repaired. I'm dating someone now. Her name's Amy. She's a teacher. She drives a 12-year-old Civic. She splits checks. She pays her own way. When I told her the Brad story, she said, "People who fake cancer deserve whatever they get." I'm thinking about marrying her. Last week I got a notification. Final garnishment payment processed. $5,342. The judgment is satisfied. I'm made whole. 13 years of friendship, 2 years of legal warfare, $73,000 recovered. Brad's debt is paid. But the trust, that's gone forever, and you can't garnish that back.